Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back out there ready to give it another spin. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continued to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Leaves it with the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The Broncos have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Turbin. At the 40, there he goes. Nothing but green ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. They'll try the run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down.
Pulls it in on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
Boise State, 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They're getting this guy lathered up. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
On second down, just keeps firing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Dances away. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. And the pass ends, picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
They'll try the counter. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Turbin. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. On the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
Right, and they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He's going to pass. Escapes the sack. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
That's caught. It's Turbin. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the 1st half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's going to fire deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And the ball is free on the pitch. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Pulled down for the tackle.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going for the big play. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Another big completion for the Sooners, and that's right in keeping with that legacy of great quarterbacks.
Just dudes that can spin it. The offense is always fun. It's always fast. There's a lot of things about Oklahoma that you can count on. And offense and great quarterback play is always good.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more at the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got
Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown Broncos! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now on first down from the 30. It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field. If we're going to go for it on 4th down, I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 21, Boise State 18.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to get to it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Gets it out quickly. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think you run that play beforehand, and you know if I'm inside the 2-yard line, I'm going for this thing. I'm going to stay aggressive. This is why God gave us 4 downs, so you can use it to go for it and try to get a touchdown.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, you know, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget your defense, get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. He lets one fly deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They want that clock to run. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. On a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. 1st down marker just short of the goal line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work, everything he did this season.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Listen, this offense right now is trailing by multiple possessions. They've given up back-to-back sacks. The number one priority on this next play has got to be pass protection. Whether that means you leave extra guys in to give this QB an opportunity to throw it downfield, you got to do it because you're not going to have a chance to win if he keeps getting hit like that.
On 4th down, going to the air. With the catch, it's Turbin. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On second down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
On third down, going up top. Working the middle, it's complete. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness.